probability distribution is given by the formula probability of x is x squared plus 2x plus 3 for x in the domain 1 to 5. Using your CAS, follow the steps below to work out the probability distribution, the expectation, and the standard deviation. Before we do the steps on the CAS, and where it says using the steps below, that's in the notes that accompany this section. There are some graphics showing you how to do this. I'm going to obviously show you in the video, but before we do that, let's just look at how we might approach this without the CAS. So if we take x is 1, then what we would get substituting into here is 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6. So we'd start our table with x, probability of x, and for 1, we would then have 6 over 100. When it's 2, substituting in again to here, gives you 4 plus 4, which is 8, plus 3, which is 11. So that one would be 11 over 100, and so on. So you can certainly do this without the CAS, but what we're going to do here is have a look at how we might do it with the CAS. Now I'm on main. One of the things we can do here is store variables. It's a good idea to clear all variables regularly, just to make sure that you aren't going around with your calculator with variables stuffed with all different values and things. There's lots of different things you can store, and one of them is a set of values. So if we use the curly brackets, which we know we use for sets, and put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the domain for our probability distribution, this arrow here is the store button. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this X. Now there's a reason I'm using that X and not the X on the keyboard, and we'll look at that shortly. When this appears, that means that letter X has that set of values stored in it. Now we want the probabilities. Our function, let's just clean it up here, is x squared plus 2x plus 3 over 100. So what I can do is go back up here and let's put that in. So I'm going to put in x squared plus 2x plus 3 over 100. And I'm going to store that in P. So let's put that in P. And then we get all the probabilities. Now it's simplified those fractions, but I like to put them all in as over the same denominator, so all over 100. So the first one here would be 18, 9 over 50. The next one is 27, and then 19 over 50 would be 38 over 100. So we've got those, and now we can go ahead and find the expectation and the standard deviation. And you'll probably not be surprised to find that what we're going to do is go to statistics in order to do that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go to statistics. If there was anything here, it's a good idea to clear all. Now what I need to do is change the name of list 1, and what we need to change it to is main, because remember our variables were all done on the main screen, and then we need a slash, and it has to be the right slash. It's got to be this one here. And so main X, and we can just click over to list 2 and note how it's called it X, and it's imported 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one, you probably guessed by now, is going to be called main, and we have to get the same slash and it's main P. And I can click on list 3 and that will change. And then it's just like we did in the previous examples. We're just going to go to calc, one variable, main X, and the probabilities are in main P. Click OK, and then we'll get the expectation, 3.8, so it's not needed to 4 decimal places there. And the standard deviation, which to 4 decimal places is 1.2247.